Hi folks, time for another wee breakdown. This time I've chosen Tears for Fears, Mad World. Came across this song, must have been 2 or 3 years ago, I think during the first lockdown, the COVID thing, 2020-ish. And to be honest, I forgot all about it. Recently came across it again in my feed and just remembered how nice a version it was. A couple of notes I want to say about this tune first of all. A lot of people think this is about suicide. It's not. There's an interview with Kurt and Roland from Tears for Fears talking about this very subject, so you can have a research on YouTube for it. If I can find it, I'll stick it in the description below. I think it was Roland Orzabal who wrote the song, and he says in the interview that it was a book that he was reading at the time, which was all about self-healing and things like that. And what the author was saying was that the more intense the dreams you have are, the more healing power they have. So that's what the reference to the dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had come from. It's not a suicide thing. And also it's a comment on, the social norms and the way that we live our lives, running from one thing to another and not spending any time to take anything in. Sure, I think it's quite a good message in itself that, sometimes you need to just take a step back, take a breath, smell the roses. So anyway, this version here is Kurt Smith and his daughter. Filmed at home. Kurt obviously being half of Tears for Fears. And I just thought this was a really nice version of the song, and their voices, the way they blend together is beautiful, the harmonies. There's something about voices in families, it's in the DNA, they just blend perfectly. I shall stop waffling and we'll get on with it. It's in standard tuning. We've got a capo on the 2nd fret, and the reason for the capo is not to make it simpler in any way down here. It's basically so that we can get the bass notes on top of the bass notes underneath the little riff that she's playing. The chords, let me see now, the chords are basically E minor, A, which is an E-shaped bar chord on the 5th fret, D, and back to A normal A-shaped chord down here. But obviously, because we're using the capo, those are the shapes we're using. The actual chords, if we weren't to be using the capo, would be F sharp minor, A, E, and B. So if you take the capo off, we'll be playing F sharp minor, A, E. So, let's see if I can get that. It would be down here, wouldn't it? I hate this chord shape. Not one I use very often because it's too much of a stretch. There we go. So, yeah, putting the capo on just makes life a little bit easier and helps with those getting those bass notes under these. Such a beautiful melody. Anyway, stop waffling. Let's have a listen to the tunes. And we'll go through it and we'll break it down as we go.
Coming back.
Ready?
Yes, Diva, remember, Daddy's the rock star, don't hide him. Okay, so that intro, which is the main riff, I've basically got a D shape here up on the 9th fret, so I'm barring the G, B and high E strings on the 9th fret, and I'm going to add my second finger to the B string on the 10th fret, and I'm going to put that under the bass note of the E string. So I'm just going to start off with just the low E string open and the B string there on the 10th fret. High E string, 9 to 10 on the B, G on the 11, 9 on the B, and then she slides down from the 9th on the G to the 8th. I think she swaps fingers here so that she's actually using the second finger to slide down. And then we go into this, which is basically an A chord. We've got an open A string, we've got our D string on the 9th fret, we've got a G string on the 8th fret, and we've got our B string on the 7th fret. And then again, so it repeats the first part, but this time instead of going down, we come up. So we're plucking the A string and the B string. The A string's open, the B string's on the 10th fret, and as soon as we pluck that, we slide it up to the 12th. And we come back to that A chord that we just played a minute ago. So. Sorry. I think that's sounds really nice. She plays it better than I can. And that's probably the most complicated part of the tune. The rest of it's fairly straightforward. Personally, I'm not a singer, so I like to try and build melodies into the chords. So we'll show you what she's playing first of all, and then I'll try and show you the way that I would do it. So let's get a bit more going.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces, threatened early for their daily races, going nowhere, going nowhere, and their tears are filling up their glasses. No expression, no expression. Have my head, I want to drown my sorrow. No tomorrow, no tomorrow.
Okay, so that's the verse. And that's kind of the rhythm that she more or less keeps the whole way through the tune. What we could do there, if I just knock that back a little part, there are we. So we can take it back to the beginning of the verse.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces.
Da, 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 da. So that melody, it doesn't actually change through all the verses. That melody just repeats on every verse. So I'm doing an E minor, and I'm only going to strum down to the D string, and then I can the open G string gets that higher note of the first phrase. To the A, and that's just the G string and the D string within that chord shape. No extra fingers, it's all there within the chord. And again on the D. Now here we have to add an extra finger. We bring in this G sharp note here. So I'm basically strumming down to the D string. Bringing my pinky across to the 4th fret relative to the capo, 4th fret of the D string. So in actual fact it's the 6th fret. A, again only strumming down as far as the D string. Take it off, back to that 4th fret on the D string. A little step down like that. Now, the harmony that she's playing is also within the chord. Say, playing, I mean singing. Sorry, the harmony that she's singing. So I'm basically just going to take it up to the B string now. I don't need to add the extra finger on here, so I'm going to go B string to G string. And then to the A, again, taking it up to the B string. This time I'm going to do the step down from 2nd fret on the B to open B, to G on the 2nd fret, and then to open. And then if you would blend the two of those together vocally, it sounds amazing. So when you're playing this on your own, obviously, you could blend those. You can mix them up, the two parts, because they're all within the same chords. It only requires one extra note to get the part that Kurt's playing. And you can come up with something that sounds really nice.
Bright and early for their daily races, going nowhere, and their tears are filling up their glasses. No expression. Have my head, I want to drown my sorrow. No tomorrow. And I find it kind of funny, I find it kind of sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. I find it hard to tell you, 'cause I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very mad world.
Okay, so chorus, E minor to A, or F sharp minor to B, if you want to get the correct chord names. that last sort of strum, I would actually take open. And that way you get the step down from the B to the A. The other thing you could do is use again that 4th fret on the D string to get that step down, and then do a little pull off. And then you stop on that A chord, that B chord, A shape, and going back into the riff.
Mad world, mad world, mad world. Children waiting for the day they feel good. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Made to feel the way that every child should. Sit and listen, sit and listen. Went to school and I was very nervous. No one knew me, no one knew me. Hello teacher, tell me what's my lesson. Look right through me, look right through me. And I find it kind of funny, I find it kind of sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. I find it hard to tell you, 'cause I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very mad world. Mad world. Mad world. Mad world.
Very proud dad.
Ow!
And a terrible dad joke to finish on the end. Yeah, really nice. Beautifully put together. I think she's a very lucky young lady. She's obviously had lessons from an early age. Her playing ability is up there, you know. She's good. She's got some skills. Intro twice through that little section, and then into the verse and the chorus. Finishes the chorus on that the Mad World part. Again, another twice through, and to finish up, it's 4 times through instead of twice. She finishes it on that last chord, that A chord there, which is a triad. Open A string, D string on the 9th fret, G string on the 8th fret, and B string on the 7th. Yeah, really nice. So, anyway, hope you enjoy it as much as I did. Not too difficult a piece to learn. That little bit up here is the trickiest part. She's got it nailed. I still need to work on it. I'm sure you'll get it though. Cheers, folks. Hope you enjoy. Goodbye.